G'day and welcome to SAVOR, Indiana. I'm Jonathan Day and today we're going to be looking at Newton and Jasper counties in northwest Indiana. Located between Indianapolis and Chicago along I-65, the counties are named after Sergeant William Jasper and Sergeant John Newton, who served under General Francis Marion, the Swamp Fox, in the American Revolutionary War. But we start our visit to Jasper and Newton counties with a relative newcomer, Fair Oaks Farms, which has quickly become one of the largest agritourism destinations in the state of Indiana. Fair Oaks Farm continues its commitment to sustainable farming, family fun, and learning with its Pork Education Center. Opened in 2015, this center focuses on humans' reliance on swine culture. Our guide through this prodigious porcine palace is Jamie Miller. Hey Jamie, so tell us a little bit more about the Pork Education Center.
Sure, this center was built to complement the Pig Adventure that was opened in 2013. It features information about the breeding and birthing of precious little pink piglets, while the center here focuses on the many similarities and interdependence of pigs and people.
We began our tour of the whimsical Pork Education Center in the Ode to the Pig hallway. This area is divided into 4 sections which provide information on the sustainability factors of modern pig farming, food safety, everything but the oink, where we discover some of the medical products and scientific advances which have come from the pig, and finally, pop culture. The hallway leads us to their interactive kitchen. This is a fully equipped operational demonstration kitchen. The area features 2 interactive kiosks. The first offers tips for shopping for pork at your local grocery from Chef R.J. Howard of Bub's Barbecue in DeMotte. We'll visit with him later. And the other kiosk has recipes and cooking tips from Chef Paul Polizzi, executive chef here at Fair Oaks Farm's new Farmhouse Restaurant, about different methods of cooking pork, including grilling, roasting, and sautéing. It's an easy way to expand your culinary knowledge. Next, we moved into the interactive kids section, which features a 2-story ropes course. The games allow kids to take on the personas of Susie the Scientist, Farmer John, or Chef Paul, as they travel the course learning about pork. For younger kids, there's a smaller ropes course, an extensive clubhouse built of reclaimed materials by Animal Planet's Redwood Kings, and an activity center constructed around a 1948 Dodge pickup truck. Another unique feature of the center is this corporate patio, which is available to rent for parties and events and includes this unusual barbecue grill. So thank you, Jamie, for taking us through the Pork Education Center. It's a great place for kids to burn off some energy and adults to stretch their legs and their minds after being in the car. Fair Oaks Farms has enormously expanded their food offerings with the addition of the Farmhouse Restaurant and the Market and Bakery. Stay tuned as Chef Paul takes us on a culinary tour. Please visit our website at savorindiana.com to learn more about Fair Oaks Farms and their Pork Education Center. For SAVOR Indiana, I'm Jonathan Day.
Hello, I'm Samantha McBarnes. The scent of smoked meat and apples fried in butter, brown sugar, and bourbon teases your taste buds the moment you step out of your car in DeMotte. And customers drive from near and far to stock up on their favorite smoked guilty pleasures. R.J. Howard's reputation with pork has gained him a seat at the Fair Oaks Farms table. R.J. is the chef and proprietor of Bub's Barbecue, a self-proclaimed little barbecue joint, says that he got into the barbecue business by accident.
I started smoking out of an old commercial warming cabinet and doing it for family and friends. And we had such a great response with that that I decided to open a 25-seat restaurant and start a catering business back in 2010.
But Bub's clientele far outstrips the restaurant, with carry-out orders the majority of his business. RJ classifies his barbecue as Kansas City style with a twist. The meats are slow smoked with a dry rub and served with sauce on the side. He uses primarily locally sourced hickory wood in his 7 smokers. The meats are cooked 16 to 18 hours to get what RJ calls a true blending of smoke and meat flavors. The menu features sandwiches, dinners, and combination platters with your choice of some unique side dishes, all house-made, including his own potato chips. We started off sampling the smoked bologna, a recipe RJ developed from one suggested by a customer, a Tennessee native. It had a mild smoke flavor which blended with the garlic of the bologna. We paired this with Bub's coleslaw.
A lot of crunch. Sweet, so creamy.
Next, we sampled the pulled pork sandwich and found it to be moist and juicy, with the sweetness of the meat contrasting with the subtle hickory flavoring from the wood. Combined with a side of the dill, bacon, and egg potato salad, it provided a cool yet salty contrast with the meat. By the way, Bub's barbecue sauce is a sweet tomato base with a spicy tang that kicks in once the sweet taste is faded. Next, we tasted the brisket dinner. The meat's flavor really came through. It was moist with mild smoke flavor. For sides, we had bacon mac and cheese, which, as the name implies, does include bacon, and cowboy beans, a sweet side dish which includes pinto and kidney beans, green peppers, and onions. Finally, RJ brought out his pork ribs. The moist and tender meat fell off the bone, once again with that balance of meat and smoke flavor. For sides, we had Bub's elote, Mexican corn, which is both creamy and savory. Made with cut corn, Mexican mayonnaise, lime juice, cojita cheese, and can be made hot with the addition of cayenne pepper. Our second side dish was bourbon fried apples. Fresh cut apples, sauteed in butter and brown sugar, and finished in bourbon, simmered long enough for the alcohol to burn off. The sweet apple was balanced with the earthy bourbon flavor. If you happen to have saved room, Bub's offers homemade desserts as well. Visit SAVORIndiana.com for more information on Bub's Barbecue, including specific Jasper County location and hours of operation. For SAVOR Indiana, I'm Samantha McBarnes.
Hi, I'm James Williams. Is it just coincidence that Indiana was largely settled by Anglo-Saxon immigrants and today's Hoosier wine drinker prefers a lighter, more fruit-forward German wine style? I think not. One of the newer offerings on the burgeoning Hoosier wine scene is housed in this bucolic country setting. It's an easy drive from exit 205 on I-65. Just follow the signs. Ed Courtwright, a third-generation Jasper County farmer, planted 8 different varieties of grapes here in 2003 with his son Byron as an experiment. Sadly, Byron passed away, and those grapes are named Byron's Vineyard in his honor. Ed partnered with winemaker Randy Rotler and assistant winemaker Joe McKinney to open Carpenter Creek Cellars in 2013 in this fully renovated 1919 barn, built by Ed's grandfather. For outdoor entertainment and relaxation, they also fashioned a band shelter out of reclaimed materials from a local 1880s barn and a gazebo out of an old corn crib. Randy developed his interest for the wine industry while he was stationed with the Air Force in the Mosel River and Rhineland area in Germany during the 1970s. On his days off, he visited with local winemakers and still uses some of their methods in Carpenter Creek's wine production today. Joe is a 2012 Purdue grad where he studied winemaking. Carpenter Creek's production facility is housed in an addition to the barn and features stainless steel tanks which are affectionately named for characters from the Andy Griffith Show. They produce from 5,000 to 10,000 gallons a year, sourcing juice from Indiana, Michigan, and Ohio.
Well, James, our wines range from dry to sweet. My philosophy in winemaking is a fruit-forward style. I want the flavors of our varieties to come through in our product.
Randy, let's do some tasting.
All right, James, let's start with the Gunny Red. Gunny was Ed's 110-pound Doberman. It's a blend of Chambourcin and Merlot grapes. And this wine won us a gold medal at the Finger Lakes International Competition in New York.
Big, bold, robust red fruit.
Next, James, I'd like you to sample our Riesling. This won us a gold medal at the India International Competition.
Light, easy, little touch of apricot.
Now here's our take on Traminette, which was named Indiana's signature wine grape in 2009. We've also won 2 gold medals for this.
Light with a little bit of honeysuckle, melon, and a slightly spicy finish.
Then for a light, sweet taste, we have Sunset White, which we make from Niagara grapes.
Something summery to pair well with a nice sharp cheese.
This wine mixes very well in a brunch beverage Ed's wife Becky created, which we call a wine mosa. The recipe is simply equal parts of pulp-free orange juice and our Sunset White.
Refreshing with a hint of pineapple. The Carpenter Creek Cellars tasting room provides complimentary tastings 7 days a week. They also carry an assortment of Fair Oaks Farms meats and cheeses. Check out the SAVORIndiana.com website for more information. For Savor Indiana, I'm James Williams.
Do you know what a sandhill crane is? No, not the kind used in construction, but the bird. Most crossword puzzlers think it's a kind of wading waterfowl, and they're right. The greater sandhill crane gets its name from the Platte River habitat on the edge of Nebraska's sandhills. In fact, a Miocene crane fossil estimated to be 10 million years old was found in Nebraska, making it one of the oldest known surviving bird species. Cranes are large birds with long legs and necks and sharp-pointed beaks. They measure up to 3.5 feet tall, weigh between 10 and 12 pounds, and have a wingspan of up to 7 feet long. The adult crane's plumage is blue-gray, with a bare patch of red skin on their forehead. The population of greater sandhill cranes dropped to near extinction in the 1930s and 40s. They were classified as a threatened species by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service until 1973. To counteract the bird's population decline, the species is now protected by state and federal laws. The Jasper-Pulaski Fish and Wildlife Area has played an important role in the comeback of the species population. Located in the northeast corner of Jasper County, it is well known locally for its large population of greater sandhill cranes, especially during migration time in the spring, late summer, and into fall. Most of the birds fly south from Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, and southern Canada to winter from southern Indiana to Florida. There have been as many as 16,000 sandhill cranes sighted on a single day in late October. Approximately 10,000 cranes now winter in the area. Jim Bergens is the property manager at the Jasper-Pulaski Fish and Wildlife Area, where he has worked for more than 40 years.
We've built an observation tower to view the sandhill cranes, and it's an excellent place to watch the cranes in the fall migration. We ask that our visitors sign in at the headquarters before coming to the observation area, and there is no fee for viewing the sandhill cranes.
Do all the observers bother the birds?
No, they don't. As long as the observers stay within the observation area on the tower, the cranes become used to being watched. And oftentimes the cranes may be within 100 feet of the observation tower.
This is the oldest managed fish and wildlife area in Indiana. The first land was acquired in 1929. Establishing a good habitat for the greater sandhill crane is a key element in preservation of the species. With over 8,000 acres, the Jasper-Pulaski Fish and Wildlife Area offers a rare opportunity to see a large number of sandhill cranes. The Jasper-Pulaski Fish and Wildlife Area also provides designated fishing and hunting areas, target ranges, a dog training area, and allows gathering of berries, mushrooms, and nuts from the property. Visit SAVORIndiana.com to get more information on various seasons and activities here and at other destinations. For SAVOR Indiana, I'm Samantha McBarnes.
American author Henry James wrote, "Summer afternoon, summer afternoon. To me, those have always been the two most beautiful words in the English language." But I'd say that these kids might suggest that the words camping and water park go awfully well together too. Today we're visiting the Caboose Lake Campground and Summer Beach Family Fun Zone in Remington. Since its construction in the late 1960s, I-65 has brought new life to businesses in northwestern Indiana. That new life extended to the creation of a freshwater lake in Remington. Caboose Lake is a 20-acre spring-fed lake which was created when rock and gravel used for the interstate's construction were taken from the ground. Doug McGill opened Caboose Lake Campground in 1999. His daughter Christine Palladino is co-owner and director at Caboose Lake.
Well, my dad and I built the campground because we wanted to share our enjoyment of the outdoors with others. We added our Summer Beach Family Fun Zone in 2012, and it has significantly grown our family business. We offer an opportunity for families to relax together in a family-friendly, safe environment. We're a three-generation family-operated business that includes my dad, my mom, and my two daughters who have grown up working here at Caboose Lake. We have many repeat campers who have visited Caboose Lake year after year because they love our campground.
The main attraction that makes this such a family-friendly destination is the Summer Beach Family Fun Zone, open Memorial Day weekend to Labor Day weekend. Built around their sandy beach, it has a 25-foot trampoline, jungle gym, water mat, and bumper boats in the lake. Other land-based summer beach activities include water wars, jump shot, a dunk tank, and an inflatable water slide for kids ages 12 and under. But the granddaddy of them all is their 35-foot hippo slide, which they claim to be the world's biggest inflatable water slide. Summer Beach Family Fun Zone is open to the public. 1-day, 2-day, and summer passes are available for non-campers and campers alike. If you prefer drier activities, they do have horseshoe and sand volleyball pits. The campground has 115 sites with full hookups, both back-ins and drive-throughs, which will accommodate rigs up to 75 feet. All sites are waterfront or water view. They also rent RVs, a 4-person cabin, and their namesake, a retired B&O Railroad Caboose, which Doug restored. If you need help getting around their large facilities, you're more than welcome to bring your own golf cart, or rent one of theirs. Caboose Lake is stocked with channel catfish, largemouth bass, crappie, and bluegill, and may be fished by registered campers and their guests. Fishing boat rental is offered, along with kayaks and paddle boats. The campground is open all year round. Please visit our website at SAVORIndiana.com for more detailed information. For SAVOR Indiana, I'm James Williams.
Okay, so this is the Farmhouse Restaurant at Fair Oaks Farms. It's here where travelers or locals can come and enjoy a really extensive range of farm-to-table food. Executive Chef Paul Polizzi, a native of Southern California, oversees every aspect of the food, from its source to the table. Chef Paul came to the farmhouse via Austin, Texas, a city which many consider to be a foodie haven. He explains how the Fair Oaks Farms philosophy makes the Farmhouse Restaurant a truly farm-fresh dining experience.
We're showcasing American farm cuisine. Having these resources at my fingertips really allowed me to create the freshest dishes possible. We raise our own beef, a cross between Gelbvieh and Jersey. Our own pork, we grow our own herbs, fruits, and vegetables. We also source local walleye, and our bacon is smoked for us in Muncie. Transparency is key. Our kitchen is encased in glass. My sous chefs and I pride ourselves on using the freshest ingredients at the peak of their flavors.
The Farmhouse Restaurant opened in 2014. In addition to the dining room, they feature a full-service bar, The Pub, which has an extensive array of whiskey, bourbon, specialty cocktails, wine and beer. In fact, they regularly carry regional craft beers on draft. For appetizers, we started off with the cheese board, which featured Fair Oaks Farms Smoked Swiss, a 4-year-old cheddar cheese, and buttercase cheeses, accompanied by apple chutney and an assortment of fresh fruits with house-made crostini and sesame crackers. We also tried the bacon sampler. This dish consists of both peppered and maple brown sugar bacon, accompanied by apple chutney, rosemary mustard, and spicy cowboy mustard for dipping. The Farmhouse offers a variety of sandwiches, all served on bread made in their own bakery. They also offer a variety of pizzas, all made on a base of house-made dough brushed with garlic-infused olive oil. If you have a heartier appetite, you might try the tomahawk ribeye, served with fresh garden vegetables and garlic mashed potatoes. For the mashed potatoes, Chef Paul uses the cloves from the garlic-infused olive oil, giving them a more subtle garlic flavour. Unique dishes, like espresso-crusted pork ribeye, are on the menu. This entree is tender and juicy, with the earthy taste of the espresso complementing the smoked pork. This dish is served with fresh Brussels sprouts, sautéed with scallions and lemon zest, and finished with honey, sourced from hives about a mile from the restaurant. Another farmhouse favourite is the bacon-wrapped meatloaf, made from a combination of beef and pork and topped with mushroom gravy. If you save room, desserts are plentiful. Besides Fair Oaks Farms ice cream, they offer a variety of treats, including the Belgian chocolate and raspberry bread pudding, apple walnut cobbler, or the extremely chocolatey bacon bourbon brownie.
So the Farmhouse Market and Bakery is located next to the restaurant. Our guests are able to buy products there that we use in the restaurant and make dishes at home. We are proud of what we do. Transparency, farm freshness, and sustainability is our promise to our guests.
Thank you, Chef. Jasper and Newton counties sure have a lot to offer. Modern pork production is front and centre at the Pork Education Centre here at Fair Oaks Farms. Bub's Barbecue serves a wide selection of smoked meats and side dishes at their location in DeMotte. Carpenter Creek Cellars, just north of Remington, is one of Indiana's up-and-coming wineries. At migration time, Jasper-Pulaski Fish and Wildlife Area in northeast Jasper County is a haven for the sandhill cranes. Caboose Lake Campground and Summer Beach Family Fun Zone has a wide variety of aquatic activities for daytime visitors as well as overnight guests in Remington. And the Farmhouse Restaurant at Fair Oaks Farms offers a true farm-to-table experience. Please visit our website at savorindiana.com for more information on these and other Indiana destinations. For James and Samantha, I'm Jonathan Day, wishing you safe travels as you savor Indiana.
Let's do some tasting.
Do you know what a sandhill crane is? No, not the bird. No, not the bird. The construction.
Uh-oh.